In this video, we'll take a look at computing conditional probability using a two-way frequency table. And this is from the module on probability and counting techniques. So at a school's open house, t-shirts and sweatshirts were sold. Each item was purchased by either a student or a parent. The two-way frequency table summarizes a random sample of 50 items sold that night. So to be clear, this table is a sample of all of the sales. So a random sample of 50 items. So if we were to total all of these up, we would have 50 items. Now we're going to let student be the event that an item randomly chosen from among those sold was purchased by a student. We'll let t-shirt be the event that an item randomly chosen from among those sold was a t-shirt. And they want us to find the following probabilities and write our answers as decimals. So we have several different types of probability going on here, and really part C is the conditional probability. So I went ahead and put some information down here at the bottom to remind you about conditional probability. But the probability of something is really the measure of how likely an event is to occur. So a basic probability is what you want out of the total. So when we look at part A, the probability of a t-shirt, what we want to know is, well, how many t-shirts were sold? 12 and 18. That's 30 t-shirts out of the total, which was 50 items. And they want us to write our answer as a decimal, so we can grab a calculator for this. And 30 divided by 50 will be the decimal 0.6, or 6/10. Okay, so that's the probability that a t-shirt was, the item that was randomly chosen. All right, now part B, they want the probability of both student and t-shirt. So when we go back and we take a look at part B, let me get that out of there. What we're looking for now is we're not looking at just students and we're not looking at just t-shirts. We're looking at the intersection of the two, and that would be 12 items that fall under the category of both the student purchasing it and it being a t-shirt. So we're talking about the probability of student and t-shirt, which is 12 out of the 50 total. And if we take 12 divided by 50 on our calculator, to change this to a decimal, we have 0.24. Okay, so now let's talk about conditional probability. Conditional probability, just as a reminder down at the bottom, is given events A and B. Conditional probability is the probability of event B occurring knowing that event A has already occurred. So the notation is probability of B given A. That's how we read that. And this is the formula we can use for conditional probability. So if we match this formula up to the setup on part C, this is kind of what they're calling the B, and this is what they're calling the A. So the way we set up our formula is we need the probability of A and B. So what is the probability of t-shirt and student? Well, t-shirt and student were, back to this 12. And that is going to be over the probability of event A, which would be the probability of t-shirts. How many t-shirts were there? Well, t-shirts altogether, we had 12 plus 18, which is 30. Okay, so this is our setup for our conditional probability of students given t-shirts. 12 divided by 30. And we can use our calculator to finish this up. 12 divided by 30 gives us 0.4 or 4/10. Okay, so I hope this helps you with this particular topic.